What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Khaotik JP. So, one of my new favorite songs is by Nas and Damian Marley, and the song's name is Patience. So, I was on YouTube checking it out, listening to it, and I was looking at the comments on there. So one of the comments was something about heaven doesn't have chaos. So it was kind of interesting. It started this conversation, him and I, some stranger that I don't even know, Bubbles12303 or some shit like that, on YouTube. It's a pretty cool conversation that's on there. It's on the comments of the video. Anyways, the conversation was really cool because we started talking about all kinds of cool things like dualistic minds that are battling with one another, and the dualistic minds that are battling with one another is within the same person. For example, the Holy Grail is not shiny, but the person who picked the Holy Grail, to him it was the most beautiful thing in the world, and he just knew that was the one. Now, heaven and earth here and us and all that stuff is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know anything. Keep in mind, I know nothing. Just so y'all know, I'm just sharing how the world occurs for me. We started talking about the 7 natural laws of the universe, and he was unclear, or she was unclear on the universal law of polarity versus the universal law of magnetism versus duality, which is not a universal law, but she was thinking that it was, or he was thinking that duality is a universal law, but it's not. Duality is our relationship to the universal laws being positive to creation and negative to destruction. That is a dualistic mind. His idea of chaos was awful. Like, creation is chaos. My goodness, creation and destruction are coexisting at the same time. So that's chaotic. There's no denying that. It's beautiful. Chaos is beautiful. It's destruction and creation at the same time. They're coexisting at the same time. So to say that heaven is without chaos, I kind of understand what he's saying. To him, as he's looking in heaven, there is no chaos, much like the guy who picked the Holy Grail. To him it was super shiny, but to us it was not. I understand all of that, I get it, but it's our relationship to the chaos being harmonic as our relationship is to peace and harmony, is when heaven is revealed. That's when the dualistic mind is then stripped from the human. We can't have... He wanted to tell me that if chaos wasn't here, harmony would be more existing. It's not true. It can't be true if we're living in a universe where the universal law of polarity is. This cannot be true. Yin and Yang kind of touches on it, you know. People think the balance is that big strip, that line down the middle between darkness. They forget about the little dots, you know, and they forget that that thing is magnified. It's really, if we shrunk it down, that little dot would be so small. And that's, you got to have chaos, because without chaos you're not going to have harmony. Now, the more harmony you bring to the table, the less chaos there will be, but it will not disappear. So, knowing that chaos has to be here if you want to have a harmonic life, then one must alter their relationship to the chaos and make that relationship beautifully harmonic. You're going to have to let go of a lot of rights and wrongs. You're going to have to let go of a lot of good and bads. I realize that people's peace of minds, their own peace of mind isn't valuable to them. If it were, then they would find avenues to create peace for their minds, and the avenues to create peace for your mind does not live in a dualistic view of the world. A dualistic view of the world, here's another example: celebrating health and cursing sickness. Celebrating life and getting upset at death and sad at death. Well, God damn it. You couldn't even experience this whole thing of this beautiful gift of life without death. So we know this. We know this all of our lives, that we're going to die one day. Everybody knows that we're all going to die, but yet we fear that death so much that we forget about the life that we're living. So we choose poorly because we're choosing out of protection instead of creation. Because our mindsets as a whole here views chaos as one of the most awful. It's bloody in their heads. When you talk about chaos, they see a wicked war scene of violence. Chaos is nothing but creation. It's not violence. It can be violence. Violence is chaotic, that's for sure, no doubt. But let's have a multi-dimensional view of chaos. You know, we're living in a multi-dimensional universe, and yet we're thinking one-dimensionally here. Why do we do that? And then, when somebody who's not thinking one-dimensionally comes into the conversation and shares multi-dimensional ways of thought, why is it that the one who has the one-dimensional way of thinking argues for that one dimension? Why don't they hold on to that one dimension that they have and add to it with the other dimensions? Why are they arguing just for the one? Why are they arguing for their limitations? Why? I don't understand this. So I'm offering information to this Bubbles 1320365 whatever, and about offering more peace of mind, because obviously if he thinks chaos is bad, well, chaos is everywhere and it's not going anywhere, then his peace of mind is limited to when he sees chaos or not. So I was offering a way of thought that would eliminate the loss of peace of mind, and he was saying that I was wrong without even considering it, you know, just knee-jerk responding. But it's okay. He calls himself positive too. I think a positive person receives multitudes of different information without coming to a conclusion before it's all done. Everything that I share with you right now, it's how I view the world so far, up to now, with the information that I have so far. This is how I view the world. And my experiences here are getting more and more every day because I've let go of the realm that everybody else lives in. I live in my childhood dream. I do what my childhood self tells me to do. And my childhood self, I remember high school with all my friends, my teenage self. Man, we hated the man. We did, man. All of my friends did. And look what all my friends are, I don't know. I understand that we have to provide for family, but everybody's saying let go and let God, but they're not doing that. They're just saying it. So when somebody who actually comes along that's actually doing that, they don't know what to do. I share information with y'all, you know, just to have a more peaceful life. Not that you're not at peace already, but to have a more peaceful life. Anyway, much love to y'all. Thought I'd share that with you. Heaven is not shiny. You make it shiny. This place that we live in here, this is heaven. And death does live in heaven, just so you know, because could you imagine being a vampire? That would suck, never dying. No matter how beautiful it is, if you didn't die and come back and forget and remember and forget and remember and forget and remember, this place would suck. The way we connect to this world makes it heaven or not. Everybody says, life is what you make it, Jeff, except heaven. Well, fuck you. I make it heaven because it is heaven. It's always been heaven. Heaven is ever present here. We are too. We just change forms and come back and come back and come back. Reincarnation, whatever, fuck. You want to belittle it to reincarnation? That's fine. It's way bigger than that. Every breath we're reincarnated. Every breath our molecular structure changes. With every fucking breath, people, it's becoming something new every breath. So, this is a fact. Love ya. Peace. Hope y'all have a great, great day. Oh, I say fact loosely. We can't even prove our own existence here, you know. I have nothing to prove. Just thoughts to share. Much love. Peace out.